I have just 2 words for you.
It's Hancock and Kelly.
That's all I can give you right now.
Sponsored by Doctors Bertie Malhotra, Brusati, and Royer of Ophthalmology Associates on St. Louis's News Radio, KMOX.
Welcome back to KMOX. Thanks for sticking around with Hancock and Kelly. Boy, we had an action-packed first hour for you. We've got an action-packed second hour as well. We said we only had 2 words for you. In fact, we have 4. We have 2 more, which is the wine line, which is sponsored by Morelli Tuck Pointing. That could take place every Monday through Thursday at this time. You can call in right now, speak your onions at 314-444-3000. But right now we go to the Quiver River Electric guest line where we're joined by Ben Singer. He's the executive director of Show Me Integrity. So Ben, welcome to KMOX.
Thank you so much. Good to be with you.
We're glad to have you. And Ben, last night the formalities of the Democrats making their nomination of Joe Biden, and then next week we'll have the formalities of the Republicans nominating Donald Trump. So many of us trying to figure out how we're going to vote in this season. And you all have launched a service and a help through your not-for-profit that can help people with voting by mail.
That's absolutely right. So we're Missouri's only bipartisan, or as we like to say, cross-partisan good government organization. So no matter who you support, we're here to help you vote safely and securely during the pandemic. As you know, we've had absentee voting in this state since the Civil War, and the Missouri legislature this year and Governor Parson expanded absentee voting due to COVID-19. So we worked with election officials all across the state, Republicans and Democrats, to develop an easy way for voters to vote safely and securely by absentee, because usually it's a huge pain to download, fill out, send in. So we developed a website called movote.org. That's MOVOTE.org. You just go to it on your phone, and in 2 minutes, you've already filled out the form and sent it in to your local election authority using only your smartphone. It just takes you through the whole process seamlessly.
Okay, so that's movote.org, and that's how we can access your service. But explain to us exactly what movote.org will do throughout this process in helping us monitor the ballot, the solicitation, and the return.
Exactly. So in Missouri, elections, and it's this way in most states, elections are administered on a county-by-county basis, or in some place cities, like in Kansas City and St. Louis. So we've built the platform so that no matter where you live in Missouri, you can easily send it into your local election authority. So the process depends a little bit. For example, in St. Louis County, there are, tracking barcodes in a very sophisticated process. Not every county around the state has that level of sophistication to track ballots. But we make it very easy for you to, so you go to movote.org, you fill out the form, it fills out the PDF, you sign it on your touch screen, just like when you register to vote with the Secretary of State's website on your phone. You can sign it using your finger on your screen. And then it sends you the PDF to your email and the email address of your local election authority to forward it to. And you just hit forward on the email, and we give you the phone number to follow up in case you want to follow up and confirm, which we strongly recommend every voter do, just to make sure their ballot is getting processed. And then we also send follow-up emails and text messages, helping people through the process, reminding them to return their ballot, reminding them to get it notarized, because some, depending on the reason you use, you'll be required to get it notarized. And we did this in the August election. We had about 1,000 people use the platform, and of the people who used the website, over 92% of them successfully voted. Based on the surveys that we're circulating. So the results seem great. There's no other platform out there that helps people so much navigate the voting process. People were texting us leading up to Election Day saying, I got my ballot. Do I need to get it notarized now? Or my ballot never showed up. What do I do? And we gave them the link to their polling place. So we even had people, and that was very last-minute requests, which is why some people weren't getting theirs. Some people were able to go vote in person even if they didn't get their ballot because they had requested it last minute. But that's why we really recommend people request it now. Don't wait till the deadline to request your absentee ballot. We recommend you just go to movote.org right now and request it. so that you have, the best chance of actually receiving and returning your ballot. And if you do it now, we're strongly confident you'll be able to do that.
We are visiting with Benjamin Singer. He is the executive director of Show Me Integrity. The website is movote, MOVOTE.org, and you can go there and request an absentee ballot. In this pandemic, Benjamin, people are voting by mail that have never done this before, and in the thousands and thousands of people. And your advice, I would imagine, would be not to wait, given the post office situation we're dealing with. Your advice would be not to wait to the last minute. How long does it take from your request to receive a ballot? And then what are the deadlines to send that vote in Missouri?
Great question. So what we're finding is with movote.org, people are getting their confirmations and they're getting their ballots much quicker because it's going through a streamlined process. And we also help provide structured data to election authorities so that there aren't data entry issues with these requests. So people are getting confirmations sometimes within a minute, often in under 24 hours that their request has been received. So it's working really well. Typically, best practice is expect the mail to take up to 10 days each way, which is why it's so great that we're cutting a bunch of mailing out of the process by just helping people email it into their local election authority. So, so expect 10 days for them to get it to you. September 22nd is when ballots will be first available for people to vote by absentee.